What's the cruelest nickname you've ever heard? My sister-in-law called my pregnant niece a leg spreader. Sophie was 23 when she got pregnant. Her boyfriend ghosted her the same day she told him. I wanted the family to rally around her. She needed support. But Patricia, my sister-in-law, had other plans. Patricia married into our family for the money. That's not an opinion, it's her brand. Designer handbags, country clubs, kids in overpriced private schools. She believes a woman's value comes from being respectable, which apparently means rich, thin, and quiet. At Sunday dinner, while Sophie silently ate soup in the corner, Patricia raised her glass and said, "Good girls don't get abandoned for no reason." What kind of example is she setting for the younger cousins? I wanted to say something, but I didn't. Patricia's father is my boss. He signs my paychecks. So I sat there, watching. Over the next few months, Patricia turned cruelty into an art form. She refused to say Sophie's name. Instead, she called her the leg spreader. At family dinners, birthdays, even group texts, "Oh, I guess the leg spreader's not coming." She convinced everyone Sophie had cheated. That's why the boyfriend left, she claimed. Sophie stayed quiet, strong, until Patricia went after the one thing Sophie still had, her career. I got the call during breakfast. Sophie's voice was shaking so hard I could barely understand her. She told my boss I'm having pregnancy delusions, that I'm a danger to newborns. They cut my shifts. I just lost my health insurance. She was 7 months pregnant. That was it. I'd spent months watching Patricia destroy her for sport. Watching time was over. 2 weeks later, the entire family was gathering at Patricia's mansion for the annual reunion. The same gathering Sophie had been explicitly disinvited from. Perfect. I had a plan, and my 8-year-old daughter, Emma, was the star of the show. We practiced every night. Emma's got this terrifying gift. She understands cruelty better than most adults. She was ready. When we showed up at Patricia's house, Sophie was with us, 8 months pregnant, glowing, radiant, and absolutely defiant. Patricia's eyes burned. "She's not welcome here," she hissed. I smiled. Surprise. It's a baby shower. Before she could slam the door, I pushed inside with Sophie, Emma, and a tray of pink cupcakes. 40 relatives turned to stare. Patricia grabbed my arm so hard her nails dug in. "Get out or I'm calling the police." I shrugged. Emma's got a poem to read. Patricia was already pulling out her phone. Too late. Emma stepped to the center of the room, unfolded a little paper heart, and read in her clearest, loudest 8-year-old voice, "Patty Patricia told lies to Sophie's work. Now Sophie can't be a nurse. Patty calls her mean names I'm not allowed to say. She made Sophie lose her money. Please help Sophie." Thanks for listening. Silence. Pure, stunned silence. Patricia's own husband looked murderous. Sophie's mom gasped. "You called her workplace," she whispered. Then the flood started. One relative after another turned to Patricia with horror. "Did you really do that? Why would you sabotage her job?" Patricia froze, mouth opening and closing like a fish gasping for air. Then she bolted upstairs, heels clacking against marble. And, just like that, the party transformed into an actual baby shower. Relatives were hugging Sophie. Some rushed home to get gifts. Others offered money for her medical bills. The tide had turned. I figured Patricia would just go lick her wounds and disappear. But 3 days later, at 7 a.m., there was a knock on my door. It was Child Protective Services. Someone had reported that I was exposing minors to inappropriate content. CPS interviewed Emma alone. They took photos of her handwritten poem. They said the investigation would take 30 days minimum. That's when I realized Patricia wasn't done. And neither was I.